Hello, welcome to Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I'm still doing it. The Burkett Coupson Gel Printing Challenge, and it's day 20, and the prompt is pan pastel, and I do not have pan pastels. Do you have pan pastels? So I'm going to try my eyeshadows and see how that works. We'll see. I forgot to pick out a whatchamacallit. Oh, you know the word. A stencil. Do I want one of these or do I want a fun one? I mean, these are fun. Don't get me wrong. But I'm using brown, so I'm just kind of like, it's brown. Oh, now, brown cow. Whoops. Oh, man, I hate when that happens. When it comes open. Yeah, I put little pieces of paper in between my stencils because there's some stencils, like this one, that get stuck on other stencils, so that's how, well, you guys don't have to watch me try to fix that when the thing, maybe I need to put a bigger ring on there. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, I want that to stick on there while I'm doing this. It feels dark in here today because we've got the curtains closed to keep the sun from making it real hot because we have a southern exposure and it does get hot. Oh, I just had an idea for these I keep on my desk to stick in, but I'm like, oh, I should decorate them. Squirrel. Okay. I know I'm not prepared. Would you even know who I was if I was prepared? Ooh, let's try the domed. I've got this too, but let's try our domed top. You can get these. They fit the same head as the Tim Holtz ones, but they're a little bit more ergonomic for, like, if you have arthritis or something. It's helpful. And the Rambling Crafter on Etsy. Could somebody please do 1-2 okay on the Dexcom so we don't hear that every 5 minutes? Thank you very much. Alright. And I want this to show, so I'm going to use my darkest color. Obviously, I use a lot of... I don't know if I just have never used it on me or if I bought it specifically for something like this. I'm pretty sure they were pretty cheap. Of course, they're such a small, it's hard to get in there. Ooh, it really is going onto the palette nicely, though. Look at that. Oh, wow. Maybe I should use, what are these called? Eyeshadows more often. I was wondering, I'm like, well, how come everybody uses pan pastels? And I tried using my chalk pastels, but then I was doing some research because, you know, I was having issues figuring out, I don't know. I was like, okay, so what's the difference between a pan pastel and a chalk pastel? I can show you a chalk pastel, but oh, there they are. These are pastels as well. They are the chalk version. So they're hard. And so the difference basically is it's creamy. And I did do a little research, and someone asked if you could, put these down to a fine powder and use them as a pan pastel. But the problem was, if you inhale the powder, I guess, could be dangerous or something. I don't know. Or maybe the person, was an art teacher, I think, that, said that might not be a good idea. So, gotta be careful on those things. Let's see if I can line that up so I can go all the way across. Let's go. Let's see. I want to blend down to another color, though, I think. Well, I am very interested to see how this works. Are you? I was just going to use titanium buff, but I got my new green gold, and I'm really curious to see how that would look with the brown. Oh, and guess what I got? Guess what they wrapped it in? Where'd it go? I had it. Oh, this was wrapped in this, the big bubble wrap. Oh my goodness, I was so excited. You just don't even know. Because I've been wanting, I'm like, I can't get a 50 feet wrap of big bubble wrap just so I can have a piece to use for gel printing. And then I was like, I'm just gonna have to wait till the package comes, and I did. I waited and I waited, and package came. I'm so excited. Oh, you know, I have to. Does help. Excuse me. Still have that lingering cough. So this third time, where I had the COVID symptoms, was when I had my first dose of the Pfizer shot. And you know how people say it's worse the second time? Well, apparently it may be worse the first dose if you've had COVID once or twice. But it was the same symptoms as the first 2 times, and the second time I wasn't even totally sure it was COVID. But so I have like the flu symptoms for a few days, and this past time it was just at night. And then right after that I get this cough, which then becomes like a lingering, oh my goodness, a lingering cough. This does not want to roll for me right now. There we go. Only wants to roll in one direction. My plate is like wicked dry, is probably part of the reason. And as you can see, there's a lot of white paint. Oh, it's not rolling, that's why. I'm like, why won't it roll? Because it's not rolling. There, it's a lot better when it actually rolls. It had gotten stuck. Alright, let's see what our new green gold liquid acrylic looks like with our pretend pan pastels. So if you don't have pan pastels, I hope that the eyeshadow works as well. Now, Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, did recommend them, but she did say she doesn't know their light fastness, color fastness, so that's all you gotta watch out for. Not bad. I mean, you know, I had some mishaps putting the paint on, so there's that. Let's pick it up with this. I'm gonna try it one more time too. Since I had the mishaps with the, you know, with the roller. Rollin', 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 right. I don't know how I don't do that every time. I know I've done it at least once, but kind of surprised I don't do that every time. See, y'all, I control myself more than you think. Okay, let's see if we can pick the rest of that up, because I would like to have at least fairly fresh start going on here. See, now we're rolling. I'm making an altered book, so that's why there was a lot of white on there, because I was painting my pages because it was getting thick. Alright, there's a little bit of the pan pastel still on there, which might be a good way to get that aged old wall look with the damask. Alright, let's do this again. I think I want to use more of that. I'll be right back. Okay. We all know these are over a year old because I've not bought more makeup in the past year. Have you? So I might as well use them. And I have some that I've never used. Ooh, I wanted to do the blue, but I've used that one a lot. Ooh, I don't ever use this. I do not use this makeup brush on my eyes. Just so you know. Thought you should know that I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the makeup. Well, apparently I used it once. I'm gonna use this side. I have little brushes that I use. So, ooh, this would be really cool with the green. Alright, so this has a little bit of shimmer to it too. But if you need something small to get in there, into the palette part, you can use the little brush that comes with it, which is really takes a lot longer, doesn't it? Let's see. Let me see if I can get that in there now that we've got it. Oh, I don't mind if it mixes with the brown either. The blue and brown combo will be kind of cool, I think. I think it's really cool, actually. I think it'll be better than the original. What do you think? Do you think? Tell me what you think. Just making up the songs as we go along. And where do we want to set it right there? So how's everybody doing? Welcome, new subbies. Now I know now you're watching this thinking, what in the world did I get myself into? Experiments and fun and trying new things and realness. I don't know. You're just hopefully getting it. Oh, I love that. It's got the blue and the brown because, the happy accident. Oh, Joel, where's my mints? She's what? She's with you? Alright. Anyway, at Joel's work, oh, hi, baby kitty. You come in to say hello? Poor baby. She's had a rough day today. This is the most normal she's acted all day. The mints, the happy mints. You were gonna... What are you... It's cardstock, at least you can't eat it as easily as paper. She got super spooked this morning. Like, she just went insane. Like, she didn't recognize us and didn't know where she was or anything. And at first I thought she was in pain because she was like right next to Joel's chair where he was sitting. I was like, Joel, move your chair. You're on her. And you're getting... Hello. And she was just... sorry. And she was in that defensive position. And Nathan's seen her be aggressive, and she was being totally defensive. So all we can guess is that when Mike was working outside, he must have somehow got some kind of smell on his clothes. So he went ahead and changed his clothes and took a shower. And she came out and she still was nervous. But now she's had a nap, so hopefully she has forgotten, or put it in the past, that experience that she had this morning, because it was freaking us out. We're like, what is wrong with my cat? So we just, did what I said, which was, and then talked to my cousin Mary, who is our cat expert in our family, to see what she said, which was pretty much what I said, is just leave her alone, pretend like, just go about your business. Don't stress about it. Don't walk hard right next to where she's sitting, because that's one thing that happened is my husband, he doesn't just walk gently. He plods through the house. And he walked right past her and she freaked out. I was like, and he doesn't get it. I'm like, sweetie, it's not her fault. You scared her. Well, I shouldn't have to tiptoe around my own house. Yeah, actually, you might have to for a day, till she feels more safe. But she had a nap and she seems to be doing better since her nap. You ready? Are you ready? Oh my goodness, I love it. Oh, I might have to get some pan pastels. But oh my goodness, I love how it came out. Do you love it? Do you love it as much as I love it? Do I have a color that the turquoise would show? I don't know, but I love that. I'm so excited. I can't tell if there's any left on there or not to pick up. Well, you know what? Let's just try a little turquoise and see if maybe there's enough of nothing there that it will... I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. Oh, it's doing that webbing thing again. Maybe it's just too wet. I don't like that. Makes me sad. So, she's up in her bed now. She's been hiding in Nathan's room. I was the one person that she was the most normal? Does that even sound normal, right? The normalist around him. That might have been too dry now that Alright, I think I found what this is getting stuck on. Oh my goodness. Big glob of paint got in there. That's why it wasn't wanting to turn before. You can see where it's rubbing on the... Well, what do you do when something like that happens and you have a roller that doesn't come off the... Well, you just take your tweezers and do your best to get as much paint off of that as you can. I mean, what more can you do? And then you think, well, maybe I do want to get that Tim Holtz sprayer, because they come off. There we go. I got that big piece off. And fortunately I have these little skinny tweezers, which can get in smaller places. All right, let's try to pull it out from there because it doesn't want to come out now. There we go. There we go. They just kind of built up here, and that's why it wouldn't roll earlier. In case you were wondering, I don't know if you were. No, there wasn't anything left on there. Well, not anything significant. That's all right. All right, so hand pastels, i.e. eye makeup. And this was an e.l.f. one. It worked awesome. And this LAC one, which I probably got like for $1 or so, I don't know, pretty cheap anyway. I don't know if this is the Dollar Tree one or not. I know I had to have gotten it cheap for me to like not even use it. Ooh, now I want to see what the white looks like. See if it shows up. Oh, okay. One more. We have one more experiment to try. I want to see if the white shows up with the teal. Alright. Oh, where's my little... These work too. The little daubers. That should work great. I don't think I have a clean one, but... I can find one with a light enough... Sorry if you saw my hair. If I find one with a light enough that hasn't been used in a while. I might use a different... I know I've used this one a lot. Let's try something else. Ooh, my bird. Put a bird on it. Put a bird on it. Put a bird on it. I'm looking for, yeah, like one of my mandalas type. That's not a mandala. That's just another form of... Let's try that one. Trying the white and see how that it's going to be a little bit pink hue to it probably because I have the... And were they rubbing or... Oh, I can rub it too. Ooh, that's faster. You don't have to dab it in there. You can rub it in there. So much faster. And it does help, I think, if you make sure that your stencil is pressed on well. Yeah, after I saw Lindsay do the pan pastels, I tried it with my acrylics and it didn't. My hard pastels, well, they're soft my chalk pastels. I tried it with. It did not work, and I was very disappointed. And I didn't know the reason, and I did not think to look up the reason at the time. But this time, I did, and now I know why. Because they're more creamy, and that's why they work so great on a gel plate. So. Guess what I'll probably be getting next. I did this thing. I think if you do it the first time, it's if you reload your Amazon gift card, you get $10. It only works the first time, they say. So I have $10 to use. That could go towards hand pastels, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I act like I have all the money in the world and can just spend all the money on the crafts. I can't really, honestly. But who can? The people that have the money to spend on crafts don't craft, generally. Why would they? Okay, what is up? There, that looks perfect. Okay. And I should have added our paper already. That's okay. I just want it to all pick up and look beautiful. Alright, it does not show up great, but you can kind of see it. And there is some, I do see some white still down there. Yeah, I definitely see some white still down there. Let's try the lighter color, or even better yet, let's try a matte. Let's try a matte green. Of course, now I won't be able to see if the greens are like really weird next to each other. I did have one out before. yeah, today I'm actually pretty caught up and I'm just doing, nope, it's still on there though, you can see it. But it did not come off on that. I mean, I can see it, but it doesn't want to get picked up. So, yeah, if you have a gel plate and you have some, what are those called? Eyeshadows. Go try it. Go try it now. Or, you know, on the weekend when you have time, because you have to work every day. But then you can't on the weekend because you have to get your report cards in and do your finals grading. Oh, thanks.
She put her scent on my hand.
Oh, okay. She rubbed her head on me. Look, happy little tree mints. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. They sell those at Bob Evans apparently. No, that does not want to come off. So maybe it's not really there. Maybe it's just like imprinted in there and it's not. Well, I see powder coming off. That did not work at all. Well, that's alright. I've got, you can kind of see it a little bit. So there we go. Sort of they're in a pan. They're powder. It's the closest thing to a pan pastel I have. I was wondering what I was going to do. But, you know, a little research. Alright, if this had been I can see this reflected. You can't see it. But I see the shape reflected there, but if you're not in the sun in the right direction, anyway, y'all have a happy little day. Love you guys. Bye.